Let's get ready to rumble!
Testing. Okay, good morning. This is the New York session stream, taken as part of our Road to Funded series. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on that notification bell because we're live every weekday, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. That's 1:30 p.m. Watt, West African time. With that being said, though, let's get into the charts. All right, good morning, y'all. How y'all doing? Hope everybody had a good rest of the trading day yesterday. I definitely didn't because I didn't get a position. As you can see, we flew up, right? We were trying to take advantage of these sales coming down, right? And the sales actually did play out, so we would have gone some off of the sales. I'm actually surprised that we came up this much in between, even before the 4-hour close, right? So hey, that happened. It was a clear move on the 4-hour though. It was a clear move on the 4-hour, at least after this one closed, right? So you had this 4-hour closure, right? You had the 4-hour, or you had the previous 4 basically closed with a bald candle, right? So no bottom wick at a significant level of support, right? Then you had a bottom wick here, and then price started to come back up. So probably could have taken these positions right here, but I was pretty much off the charts. After 10, what was it, 10:30? Yeah, I was off the charts pretty much, and yeah, didn't really have the opportunity to get involved with this push back up. But c'est la vie, it's a new day. Let's see what we can get. Let me just clear this off real quick. Let me see. Remove 27 drawings. Okay. Now I was just looking at because I know there's a button you can press to basically delete all the drawings, but then I realized it would delete my levels as well, so just gotta go in manually, I guess. All right, so as always, top down analysis, right? Yeah, we got to stop looking at the yearly, to be honest, because it's always the same thing on the yearly, right? I come here just to give a view of the larger play that's sort of forming, right? But yeah, I mean, the yearly doesn't really matter so much, right? In terms of the trade that we're gonna be looking to take today, doesn't really matter much, but you can see that we do have this move of a pullback, and potentially once we flip on this candle, you're potentially gonna continue to push up, right, to fill this range, right? Fill this range up towards 215, right? But that doesn't really matter in terms of the trade we want to take for the day. Yeah, but we'll see. Moving on to starting off with the monthly here. So you have your levels here. You have this little range here between 190 and I believe this is 192, right? So this 192 level, right, pretty strong level. Remember, we just recently rejected rejected strongly off this 192 level. All right, so now we've come back, we rejected, found support, and now we're coming back towards that level, right? You look at the previous monthly candle and you see that you closed bearish inside this range below 190, below 190 levels. Let's look to the left. Most times you close below 190 level, you tend to at the very least feel this range down towards 186, right? At the very least, right? Let's see, my fault. So here you close below, made a top wick, continue to melt downwards, right? Let me see what else. Here you close below, made a top wick. You didn't do it in one fluid motion or in one candle, but you did continue to push downwards, right? Hence this bottom wick right here, right? Let's see, close below, same thing, top wick, drove down, right? So I mean, I am expecting price to continue to push down here just based off of how this monthly candle closed. I am expecting price to continue to push down and fill this range to at least 186. It's just a matter of where are we really looking to make that top wick, right? Because this 192 level was a pretty decent shout in terms of where to make a top wick, right? But if we've rejected there now and not driven and actually started to come back up, if we're gonna now start trading above 192 but still having in mind that we're gonna eventually drive back down, where's our next level of potential rejection now? I would say that would be, let me see, so all of these wicks here, I'm gonna still consider this to be 192, to be honest. I mean, you could come up just a little bit, right? So I mean, you can see this wicks right here. So this candle that really drove back down, right? This candle that drove down, yeah, this candle that drove down, you have the wicks up there. Technically you have, oh actually never mind, you've tapped exactly into that level now, right? You've tapped exactly into that level. So yeah, I mean, if you're gonna start forming above here now, if you're gonna start, you know, trading above this level, I'm actually just put this up here. Yeah, if you're gonna start trading above this level now, sorry, yeah, if you're gonna start trading above this level, where's the next level of rejection after that, right? Let's see, that would be I guess here, right? Let me see. So here you have closure below top wick there, closure below top wick. Yeah, so I mean, I guess it would be somewhere around here potentially, or maybe this. Yeah, so somewhere around there, probably 193.675 around there, right? So if you're gonna start trading above 192.2 here, most likely you're gonna come up to 193.675, right, minimum, right? And you're either gonna reject off that level to start to push down, or you're gonna continue to drive. So we'll see what happens. Moving on to the weekly now. So the weekly level, still the same, right? Still lining up nicely with this with the monthly levels. Still lining up nicely with the monthly levels. The previous weekly closed below, or on the weekly here, you have a closure below, a bullish closure still respecting this 190 level, right? And a bullish closure still respecting this 190 level. Now, does that mean we're not gonna continue to push up? No, because you look to the left right here, and you see that you have this what would I call this now? Not miniature, intermediate, right? You have this intermediate level where you did actually close above, right? So you did actually close above this intermediate level. So if you look in the past, you have used this level as a springboard or as support to continue to drive up, right? So something similar could happen here, right? So say this weekly closes in about, you know, 2-3 days here. This weekly closes inside the range, right? Next weekly or next week, you make a bottom wick back towards these levels, and then you push up, right? So we'll see what wants to happen here, but now you have tapped into a significant level of resistance, and if you do want to start pushing down from that level, you're gonna start doing it now, right? There's no reason to stall, let me say it like that, right? Does that mean you're not going to stall? No, but I'm just saying there's no reason in terms of technicals. There's really no reason to stall. But yeah, so let me see, weekly. Let me see. It's weekly intermediate level right there. We'll see. We will see. All right, yeah, cool. So now we're pushing up, right? Now we're pushing up, but you got to still keep in mind, at least on the weekly, right? You got to keep in mind that we are still trading above this intermediary level, right? So we might continue to push up a little bit higher, but again, if we do want to start coming down here, you have tapped into this 192.2 level, right? This is your major level of rejection, right? So you don't really need to stall, right? If you don't really need much more of a top wick than this, but if you do start to trade above this 192.2 level, your next potential level of rejection is going to be 193.675 here. All right, moving on to the daily here. So go on to the daily. We move on to the daily. Previous daily closed bullish inside the range. Right now you just came up, right? Created that top wick towards this 192.2. So you see how strong this level is, right? This level is on everything. It's a weekly level, monthly level, daily level, right? So now you've come up again, or rather you've come up, you've tapped 192.2, and now you're currently rejecting. Does that mean you're gonna continue to reject? We don't know, right? But if you do start to, you know, close above or push up here, start closing above 192.2 on the lower time frames, we'll look to take some buys up towards some higher time frames here. Not higher time frames, higher some higher levels here, right? So let's see, let's put this down real quick. Yeah, something like that, okay, cool. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, you're just inside this range right now. You're in this range, you're in this daily range, right, between 189 to 192.2. Yeah, let's see what happens. I mean, you look to the left here, right? Look to the left here, look to the left here. If you look to the left, you'll see, so here you have a bottom wick. So you have a bottom wick towards these levels here. You have a bullish closure inside this range, right? Here you have a bottom wick here, then you have a bullish closure here, still respecting this level, right? You tapped into this level first time, rejected. Where did you find support to continue to push up? Right here, right? This is where you found your support to continue to push up, right? Okay, boom. Yeah, so I mean, right, yeah, right there is a good that is a decent level of support. That is a decent level of support, no lie. That is a decent level of support. Oh, my fault. Yeah, let's just leave it at that for now. All right, let's just leave it at that for now. So yeah, we have tapped into 192.2. Currently rejected. All right, all right, looking at yeah, this mirrors this pretty nicely here, pretty closely. All right, this move right here, it mirrors this move pretty closely, right? So yeah, we'll see. Potentially you might see price come down, right? Create this bottom wick towards this intermediary level of support, right, at 191-ish levels, and then we tap into that level and we continue to push up from there, right? That's potential here, but we'll see. All right, moving on to the 4 hour real quick. Okay, so the 4 hour. Yeah, so 4 hour is currently inside this range as well. All right, still this 192.2 level. All right, pretty significant level here. You have your level of support at got your level of support right there at what level is this? At 191.3. All right, so now you're playing inside these ranges now, right? You're playing inside these ranges. Playing inside these ranges. Let me put this here. Intermediate level of resistance. Okay, it's interesting. Okay. Yeah, so let's see what we got going though. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's see what we got going on. Let's see what we got going on. So I mean, these are our levels, right? These are our levels on the 4. You have this intermediary level here that price has rejected off of in the past, right? So you have 1 rejection. This one not quite tapping into the level, but still around the area. So 2 rejection, 3 rejection, 4 rejection, 5 rejection, right? So you have a number of rejections of this intermediary 4-hour level over here at 190, well, 192 really. All right, so I mean, everything over here is just this range, right? So this 192 to 192.3, it's a pretty volatile area to be in, right? So yeah, I mean, we've tapped into 192.3, we've rejected, closed below 190, 192 flat, right? Created a top wick, and now it looks like we're coming back down, right? So I mean, just based off of this formation here on the 4, right? Just based off of that formation, I would expect price to at least come back. Let me see. Well, we'll see. We will see. We'll see. I was about to say I would expect price to at least come back to 191.256, but yeah, I mean, we've already made quite a bit of a bottom wick on the 4. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We will see. Let's move on to the. That's interesting. Yeah, let's move on to the hourly time frame. Let's move on to the hourly here. That's interesting. Yeah, let's move on to the hourly real quick. So hourly, pretty straightforward, right? Pretty similar to the 4, right? You're inside this range now. You've made this little consolidation range right now between 192 and 191.9 and 191.256, right? Yeah, so I mean, pretty straightforward levels on the hourly, which is nice. So now it's just a matter of getting our entries. Now it's just a matter of getting some entries here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, let's see what happens. Free range, we got quite a bit of range down here, right? So you close below here. We close below this level here, 190.576. You might be in for a price to drop quite a bit. You might be in for price to drop quite a bit, but we'll see. We'll see. We shall see. We shall see. All right, news wise, what we got for news? We got news at 8:15 and then news at 9:45, so we'll see what that does. Oh, and then news at 10 as well. Okay, so news is scattered around today. We got 8:15, 9:45, then news at 10 as well. We'll see if that actually does anything here. We'll see if that actually does anything. Yeah, I'm about to change my name to Sleep FX, bro, because I'll be sleeping, which is only good if you're profitable, really. Oh, actually, I gotta update our profits because I'm a baller right now. I got $27. Hey, I'm balling, bro. I got $27, man. I got $27, mate. I'm a baller. Yeah, so we're coming up on this hourly close. I highly doubt we'll see much from the hourly close, but yeah. Oh. Oof. OT. Yeah. I just had a sip of tea. That John woke me right up. Yeah, so I'm thinking of trading gold next week. All right, so we just sort of enter, what's the English I'm looking for? You know, we fluctuate, or we interchange between GJ and gold, like on a weekly basis. That might do more harm than good, but I haven't done it yet, so gotta do it to find out, right? Gotta do it to find out. So what is the structure of this again? I want to see the structure of the fivers. What is it? So fivers, growth, structure. You got people reviewing the fivers. Yo, she made how many honest reviews can you? Oh, okay, nah, my fault. It's different accounts. Lol. How does a hypergrowth program fund trading account? Choose your funded account model. Interesting. It's not even what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for the progression in terms of growing the account. Proprietary trading. Who is this dude? Look at this dude. Somebody come look at this dude. Look at this dude. Look at that little pullback, and then you see a bullish run, and a pullback and a bullish run. Alright, it's an upward trend, you know what I mean? Higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. That's the trend you want to be on. That's the trend you want to be on. But this isn't what I'm looking for either, to be honest with you. Peak comparison. Nah. How would I define that? Fivers. I don't know. Upgrade account. Oh, there you go. The scaling plan. Scaling. Will be increased according to the table below. See, so if we get a 5, if we get funded with the 5K, right? We get funded with a 5K, hit the 10% mark. We upgrade that joint to 7.5 and 10,000, and you know what I mean? So it's like, say we're getting 10% every month, right? Say we're expecting a 10% a month. All right, so this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So within the year we could upgrade from a 5K to 100K within the year. That's best case scenario, right? That's if, you know, all cylinders are firing and all the trades are just coming in, you know what I mean? Yeah, boy, we live, man. We live every day. If I can help it. If I can help it, I'ma be here, dog. You know what I mean? How far, man? You good? If I could be here on the weekends, I'll be here too. If the markets were open on the weekends, we'd be here too. Yes, sir. It's not too loud. You hear me okay? Alright, so 3 minutes left for this hourly closer. Then we got news at 8:15. Usually when news comes out like this, right, it usually this first news usually doesn't do much, right? This 8:15 news doesn't really do much usually. The ones that will probably have an effect on the markets are probably the 9:45 and the 10. Yeah, 9:45 and the 10. So I'm not expecting news to take over here until then, but if we get our moves, we get our moves. Alright, broski, man, like project meeting in it. Come on, we doing projects, man. Appreciate you, dog. Have a good day. Yo, this tea is disgusting, man. Ugh. It's not even disgusting. It's just oversaturated, which is my fault because that's how I made it. But still, ugh. All right, 2 minutes left for this closure. Full disclosure, we got 2 minutes left for this closure. And low, I rhyme all the time. Yo, shorty look fine. Yo, all right, so the odds of us getting any positions early here, well, I can't really say, innit? I can't really say until either it happens or it doesn't really. Okay, so we're actually pushing down here, huh? I'm willing to take an early entry if we get an entry. I'm willing to take it, but can't really say this is looking like much of an entry here. Okay, there goes the hourly close. Goes the hourly close. First thing you did, you're opening up with no bottom wick. Okay, opening up with no bottom wick. Interesting. Continuation of 4, probably not. Let's see if you can push up here. I fall, yo. Yo, I don't know what's going on. Why am I tired, man? Yeah, so we currently have no bottom wick on this candle. It's not really telling us much here. That's not really telling us much. I guess if you keep on pushing up here, you might have potentials for a wick entry, because I mean, based on this 4, so where do we just make a bottom wick? Because price coming up like that on the hourly, that could just be a continuation of the 4-hour move, right? So if the 4-hour came down just to make a bottom wick, and it's starting to come back up, then yeah, you're not expecting that hourly candle to flip, right? You're not expecting that hourly candle to flip. But that might not be the case here. Yeah, this is actually coming up pretty handily here. So that's the 4-hour about to flip bullish, right? 4 hours about to flip bullish. Let me see. Let me lock in. So there's about 20 pips for the flip. That's about 20 pips for the flip. News is at what, 8:15? So we got time before news. Okay, 4-hour flipped. Where are we making this bottom wick from? Where are we flipping from? That's these lows right here. I mean, this move, I can't take the, you're either taking the wick entry or nothing. I can't really take the flip. Because you're not in a clean range, right? You're not exactly, you didn't really close in a clean range. So if I wanted to get this entry, I would have to take it here. I'd have to pretty much sell right now, and not sure that's the best idea. I mean, yeah, you're pushing down now though. You are pushing down now. Oh, never mind. Oh, there you go. So no 5. Yeah, let me see this. If you know, if oh you close respecting, yeah, never mind. Yeah, so I'm not gonna take any wick entries here. I'm not gonna take, yeah, as tempting as it is to take wick entries, just because I mean the odds are technically in your favor, right? It's more likely that you are gonna come down and create a bottom wick than not, at least from what I'm seeing. But look to the left. All right, in the left we trust. Look to the left, and here you see price in the past has driven off of this exact same level, right? You see price come down. I mean, granted, we have a bottom wick here, right? And if I was expecting price to mirror this exactly, I would be, you know, I'd probably say, okay, we need a bottom wick, so might as well take the sells to come down and grab a bottom wick. But yeah, you don't necessarily need more of a bottom wick here. My fault. Hold up. Shit. Damn, why am I sleeping, dog? What's going on? I need to go get some more coffee. Need to re-up on the coffee. But yeah, so yeah, no entries quite yet. No entries quite yet. Can't really take this wick entry per se. Don't even know if I should call that an entry, to be honest, right? Can't really take that. Cause this is a level of support that doesn't really require that you come back, to be honest with you. Doesn't really, if you're gonna drive up, you might just drive up, right? So we'll be back though. We'll see how this 15 closes, and that's gonna be news as well, and we'll move from there. Yeah, capiche? Oh, my fault, y'all. Ooh, that was probably loud. Ooh. Waiting 15-minute close. Got 15-minute closer in about 5 minutes here. 15-minute closer in about 5 minutes. Let's see what happens. Three minutes left. Brother. Man, I got no clips. Actually, that's a lie. I do have. That is accurate. I don't have any clips. I should have one, but I forgot to hit record. Yo, my charger is falling apart, man. This break? How did this break, man? That don't even make sense. Brother. This guy stinks. Oh, brother. This guy stinks. I don't understand. All right, we got a 15-minute closer in about 1 minute here. Actually, no, I don't think I want to do that. All right, 15 minutes, and price is about to flip, or the hourly is about to flip. Lol. Yeah, that's funny, no? Yeah, so it's why we say price, or sorry, news and price action always go hand in hand, right? So you spend all that time just stalling, you know, creating that top wick, right? And what did news do? It drove us straight down to create that bottom wick, right? So let's see what happens now. Let's see what happens. See what happens. See how this first 5 minutes. So this 15 just closed. No top wick on this 5. right? No top wick on the current 515 currently has no top wick, right? Give me 1 second, yo. All right. So this 5 minutes about to close. 5 minutes about to close. Let's see how we close on this 5. This 15 has no top wick still. 30-minute coming down. Still have this level to worry about. Yeah, so it looks like it's gonna be a 30-minute thing. I'm not too sure. Well, let's make a top wick first. If we can make a top wick, give this 15 a top wick, right? We can. So basically, if we can flip on this 15, I'll consider taking the flip of the 5 if we are. How many pips is this? It's about 10 pips. That's gonna be about 10 pips. So what's that look like on the 4? That's a 4-hour level as well. Okay, yeah, nah, never mind. Yeah, let's see how the 30 closes. Let's see how the 30 closes. Ideally, what you want to happen here for us to take any early entries here. Ideally, what you want to happen is for this candle to flip bullish. So that's the top wick for our 30, or sorry, for our 15. So you want that to flip bullish, create that top wick, come back down. This 30 closes bearish below 191.256. And then potentially we can take some early sells. Can't really take a sell off the break of the lows, because that is a 4-hour level right there. That is a 4-hour level right there. Then your vantage point would be something around here. Yep. Perfecto. 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 All right, let's see if we can get something going here. Let's see if we can get something going. I will be right back. I'll be right back. All right, we're pulling up on the 30-minute close. It looks like this 30-minute is gonna close below. It does look like this 30-minute is gonna close below. So with that, I would like a so it's 30-minute closing below. That's this level here is also the 4-hour level, so you want to be careful in taking the sells, right? Okay, cool. Hourly, so 30-minute did close below, it seems, right? It did close below. I'm not gonna be too hasty on taking a position here, because I do think even if you do start to drive down here, the move isn't done, right? It's not done, and you might actually get better entries with the hourly or 4-hour closer. So let me see. So we just closed below on the 30. What am I looking for? These top wicks. So right here you got top wicks up there. So that's pretty much all the top wick you need, huh? Okay, that's pretty much all the top wick you need. It's just a matter of now. So 24.4 coming up. Okay, let me see. It already came up from there. Energy dry. Don't need much to get here though. Did you already respect that or no? Not quite. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on taking this position. I'm gonna wait for a top wick to 191.483. If we can get a top wick there, I'll take not a wick entry, I'll take the flip. I'll take the flip of the 30. We can get a top wick towards 191.483. Cool. All right. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. Control C that. Say less fam. Yeah, so this could drive right now. There's potential that this could drive right now, because I mean, just looking at the 30, this is all you need for a top wick to fill the range towards 190.994, right? And this is still a decent range, isn't it? So this is about a 20 plus pip range. All right, that's about a 20 pip range, give or take. Right, so I mean, if you're taking this type of move, your stops are like, pretty much above the current hourly highs, right? So it's not a terrible move to take, but yeah, just in terms of catching the higher or the larger move here, I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait. This does look good to drive down, I'm not gonna lie. We'll see how this first 5-minute closes as well. This first 5-minute close is bearish. You have a very good chance that this is gonna drive down. You have a very good chance that that's gonna drive down. Yeah. Hopefully we don't kill the whole range, right? We don't, even if we do drive down, hopefully we don't do it in such a manner that we're not able to get involved in the push down anymore. Okay, there you go. Now you've taken out those lows. There's really nothing stopping you here from dropping down anymore. This is pretty much clean range, to be honest. That's pretty much clean range. And if it is clean range, why not get involved, right? Good question. I'm asking myself that. Yeah, so brace for impact, because you might start to drop. You might start to drop here. You might start to drop here. Yeah, 5 minutes is closed bearish. Very good chance you're gonna drive down. Very good chance you're gonna drive down to, at the minimum, 190.994. So what is this? What is this range? So this is 14 pips. Okay, that's gone. Yeah, that move is gone for us anyways. Can't really get involved with that anymore. Let me see. Where is that on the 5? Let's see. Yeah, the only way I can take this now, the only way I can still get involved with this exact position is if we come up, if we can make a top wick towards 191.483, I'll get in on the flip of the 5, on the flip of this current 5. So if we can close, or not close, if we can push up bullish towards 191.483, make that top wick, I'll be willing to get in a position here. Yeah, the 15 might also offer us some type of entries, right? So if we close, say we come up here, create that top wick towards 191.483, close doji, right? If we close doji, or you know, as long as we close below here, right? But you know, not so much that you don't have range to still fill down here. Yeah, I mean, it's clean range, right? It's clean range. I mean, there's a level here, but based off of how we came up here, this is fairly clean range, right? So this is a clean one candle straight through, right? So this is fairly clean range. I just need, you know, some more confluence here. I just need that top wick. If we can get that top wick, that would be fuego. But for now we wait. All right. Got a 15-minute closure in a bit. 15-minute closure in a bit. 15-minute closing bearish as well. So that's good. That's good. I want to take a sell here, but yeah, that might just drop. Actually, that's perfect. Yeah, make that bottom wick first. That's perfect. Let me see something here. Where do we close? Below here or above? If we're below here, I'm gonna take a sell once we make a top wick and we break the lows. Okay, now we're closed respecting, so yeah, I'm gonna stay out of this for now, man. Looks like I'm gonna be waiting for the 30-minute, the hourly, and the 4-hour close here. Yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here. My fault. I'm out here chewing in the mic. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Hmm. Whoa, 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 whoa. What happened? What just happened? Is this stream still going? What's going on? Oh no, that's a different thing. Okay, my fault. And never mind, never mind. Okay. It's funny how this works, no? If we took that position from there, would be 80 pips in profit right now, but it's not it was never a position, right? It was never a position. You have heard me? This one was though, a little bit. 15, 30, so that one 30. Yeah, what you don't want to happen here, well, because the bottom of this range, right, this 4 hour, right, bottom of this 4 hour range is right here, and you're already pretty close to that level now. Again, pretty close to that level now. All right, 6 minutes left. Let's see. Six minutes left. Yeah, we might need to start being more aggressive with our entries, to be honest. I was waiting for that pullback, right? And a pullback towards 191.483 would be a lot better, right? Just in terms of the position, right? The chances that this position plays out, because if you're making that much of a top wick, you're flipping, then you know there's a higher probability for price to continue in that direction, right? Let's say, so the higher the reversal, right, the higher the reversal in one direction, the higher the probability the price is gonna run if it starts to, you know, push in the opposite direction, right? We call that the law of something. That's the law of something. I don't know. The law of diminishing returns. Hey, if you have crypto, if you got crypto that you you lost access to, just hit me up. I know people that offer services. No hard wallets though. All right, 4 minutes left for this hourly and the 4 hour close as well. What you don't want to happen is, and I mean, you don't want this to happen, but GJ is notorious for doing this, where in the last about 2 minutes, 1 minute, you'll see GJ fill a range like really quickly. All right, so you don't want this price to now start pushing down like heavy and fill this whole 4 hour range, right? Yeah, so like, I mean, if you close above, or if you close respecting this level here, you might just start to reverse, right? You might just start to push up without actually ever, you know, coming down to fill the rest of this range, right? That's a possibility, but yeah, we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens here. We're about to close. We got a closer in a bit. but we got a closure in a bit. So your actual free range, like your cleanest range here, is below 190.6, right? That's your cleanest range. If you start, you know, if you start closing below that level, right, you're free falling. You're free falling, right? So it's a matter of, can we get earlier positions than 190.6? If we can get earlier positions, then our stops are safe, right? Even if we go break even, our stops are gonna be safe. So you got about 3 minutes left here. Got about 3 minutes left here. As long as you close respecting this level, there is a chance that you're gonna continue to drive up instead of coming back down. Because I mean, look at the 4 hour, right? You look to the left on the 4. Look to the left on the 4. You have this instance right here. All right. The only reason I think you might actually continue to come back down is because, I mean, if you look at this, you actually did form support here before you tapped into, or before you rejected this 192 level, right? You actually formed support here prior. This candle just pushed straight up, so we never retested this level. So that might be, this might be the play to actually retest that level and then continue to drive up, but we'll see. Okay, look alive, boys. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. I wanna be a millionaire, so freaking bad. Buy all of the things I never had. I wanna be on the cover of Forbes magazine. Smiling next to Oprah and the Queen. All right, cool. So we getting a closure in a bit here. All right, so it looks like we're gonna close respecting this level of support, right? This 190.978. It does look like we're gonna close respecting, so I can't really take any sells off rip. All right, I can't really take any sells off rip. Yeah, times like this we look to the left, right? Times like this we look to the left. So here you close respecting the level, right? Came up and tapped here, eventually came back for a bottom wick over there, right? This one close respecting, drove up, close respecting, drove up, then you came back down for the push down. Okay. All right, so there goes our hourly closure. So based off of the hourly closure, based off this 4 hour closure, I mean, if we come up without a top wick, I'll take the wick entry. Boom. Okay, so we're not gonna come up without it. We're not gonna come up without a bottom wick. Sorry. All right, so let's see what happens. If we reject this level now, we come up, we tap it to 190.256. I'm gonna have, well, yeah, no, yeah, if we come up towards 191.256, we flip again, I'll get in a position. Yeah, I'll get in a position. The only way I would take wick entries on this, because I am willing to take wick entries on this, I would say, let me see, so wick entries probably be around 191.483. Actually, no. I respect it. Pushed all the way up to that edge right there. Yeah, it was so nice. that's traffic. This is traffic. It's not gonna, you're not cleaning that out. You are not cleaning that out like that. I don't think so. I do not think so. Oh, sure, Tensei. This is the hourly, right? So you come up. I would really like to not take the buys, right? I would prefer not to take the buys, but to be honest with you, if you keep coming down like this without making a steeper top wick, if you do keep coming down like this, there is a possibility for the buys at 190.727. My only problem with taking those buys is how clean that range is, because this candle is, this is clean range. All right, that's clean range. You're rejecting off this daily level as well, right? You're rejecting off this 192 level as well. Pretty significant level. Pretty significant level. Look at this shit right here. Close all the way inside this range. Then you came up top wick. Yeah, no. For the buys, no wick entry for the buys. No wick entry for the buys. Yeah, I can't really take a wick entry on for the buys. Nah, can't do it. Cannot do it. Cannot do it. Cannot do it. Will not do it. Okay, it's 5 forming now. Interesting. That's an interesting looking 5. That's an interesting looking 5. It looks like we want to drive down. Give me a top wick, you bastard. Come on, man. Let's give a brother a top wick. Is a top wick too much to ask for? Okay. That's interesting. Okay, boom. Yeah, that's what we want. Give us that top wick. Give us that top wick, man. Give us that top wick. Yeah, so if we can get a top wick here, if we can get that top wick going, we can get a top wick towards 191.256. So I need more than that. I need more than that. Because we did close respecting. I mean, you have this candle here where, you know, you did close below. Yeah, you closed below. You got your top wick around these areas here, which I guess is where we just made our top wick as well. Okay. That might be enough of a top wick, really, to be honest. That might be enough of a top wick. So this one closed below top wick towards that level. Then you drove down. even though you respected this right here. Put this up here actually. Still above. Interesting. 4 hour. Okay, man. Let's see. Give me something I can take a position on. So no news until 9:45, so we're chilling. No news till 9:45. We are chilling. Look at that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the flip of this 5. I think I'm gonna take the flip of this 5. Cause where you have these top wicks, I do like where you have the top wick. But I can't really hold this position for you know, for anything crazy. If I'm gonna take it now, I can't really hold this position for anything crazy. All right, so my move is looking something like this. That's about 27 pips, and well, I mean, if we're saying we're coming down, I'm not really expecting you to come back. If I'm driving, then right, if I'm now driving, I'm not expecting to come back really above these highs for sure not above those highs. 10:30 5 by the cook. Let me see. Let me just get ready. Why not? Let's get ready. 190.979. So that's okay, few seconds left. See, I like how this 5 is about to close. I'm a fan of this closer right here. And this is clean range. Okay, you just respected that level of resistance. This is clean range right here. Right down here is clean range. You just respected that level right as well. Yeah, you just respected that level as well. Okay, two ways I'm gonna enter this. Either these lows. Okay, what did we just do there? What is the 5 doing? Okay, so that's this level there. Okay, held support down here. It came up, still drove up there. How did the 15 close that time? Okay, I'm gonna wait for this 15 to close. We closed below here on the 15. I'm gonna take the sells off rip. Yeah, if we close below this level on the 15, I'm gonna take the sells off rip. I'm just hoping this 5 doesn't kill the range. Yeah, I'm gonna take those sells off rip, and I don't like my stops being here, to be honest. All right, cause yeah, I can't put my stops at the hourly highs, but this makes sense as well. This makes sense as well. All right, this would make sense as well. Because me taking the position now, well, actually, I'll probably put this. Yeah, let me put this here instead. Let me put that here instead. Give it some breathing room. Because me taking the position now is basically me saying I don't need that top wick anymore. I don't need that steeper top wick anymore. So I'm not really expecting that price is gonna come back up to this level, but we'll see. All right, let's see how this 15 closes. Let's see how this 15 closes. We close well on the 15. I'm in there. 191.594. 191.594. Okay. All right. Let's see what that going, huh? Let's see what that going. Let's see what that going on, eh? Yeah, I mean, keep in mind this 4 hour now, right? Keep in mind this 4 hour is still on these, or still respecting this level of support, right? But if the lower time frames keep on closing how, you know, I'm wanting them to close to take the sells, I'll take the sells. All right, close the full position at this level. Once you tap into this level, you have an opportunity to flip or to reject off this level, continue to push up. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. We'll see though. We'll see what happens. So I'm not in any position. We're not in a position yet. We are not in any position yet. Not in any position yet. All right, cool. So we're coming up. I mean, this is cool as well. All right, we're coming up. Looks like we're coming up for that steeper top wick now. This is cool as well. Got no problems with that. Yeah, so now you wanna be careful in terms of taking any what's it called, wick entries, right, for the sells. Because now look what you just did, right? You just created that steeper bottom wick at this level, right? You just created that bottom wick for the current candle at this level. Look to the left, right? You look to the left here, right? You look to the left and you see you have something similar happen here, right? You rejected off this level, came down, right? Rejected off this level, came down, right? Held support here. Then you pushed bullish from this level as well, right? So you held support, pushed you bullish all the way back up here. So you want to be careful. I'd say if you start pushing up now, you close above 191.483. That's open. Yeah, that's open season for the buys. I'd take that off rip. I would take that off rip. Dun dun. They try to change me. Picture shopping. All right, that's first 15-minute closure. Nothing of note really. Just close inside the range. Close respecting. You probably might be thinking, why not take the buys going up here, right? Well, yeah. I fall, yo. I just hit a monster stretch. Monster stretch. Alright, cool. Coming up. Yeah, I'm very curious to see what happens if we do in fact get up to, if we get up to say 191.483. I'm curious to see what's gonna happen with that. Curious to see what happens with that. 15:30. Yeah, so I'm gonna be right back. All right, we back, y'all. We back. We are back. So 30-minute about to close. We have at least a better top wick now on this 30-minute. All right, on the 4 as well, on the 4-hour. 30-minute gonna close inside the range, closing bullish. Okay, that's cool. Let's see how we come up here. So we've made our bottom wick, made a pretty quick bottom wick actually. All right, there goes your top wick. There goes your top wick now. So we have news at 9:45, right? We got news at 9:45. Now the question with this now is, do we take the flip of this 30? Right? Do we take the flip of this 30? So you came back up. Okay, important question. So it came down, came up, still came back to the bottom. So tapped into that level, boom, tapped it again, tapped it once, pushed up straight. Okay. Yeah, here you've actually held support, right? Here you actually held support. Okay, he just flipped on this 30. He just flipped on this 30. He just flipped on this 30 hourly. So yeah, this is a pretty strong level of support right here, right? So this is, you got your 4, right? You got this level on your 4 and on your hourly as well. As much as I would like to take the flip of this 30, because I mean, if you're gonna drive now, if you're gonna start to drive to the downside, you don't need much more than this for a top wick, right? You don't need much more of that for a top wick, right? So I mean, look at this to the left here, right? Top wick there started to drive down, right? Close below and still actually drove. Actually, top wick towards that level, 5 and 30, 15. I mean, the sooner we can be in here, and like, if we can be out of this position before news, or at least if we can move to BE before news, that would be great. Because we got news in 10 minutes. We got news at 9:45. Right, that's my only issue here. That's my only issue here. We got news at 9:45. Well, it's not my only issue, but so 2 things. 1, we got news coming up pretty soon, and 2, we're still above this 190 point or this 191 level, right? You're still above this 191 level. Trying to think here, because I can't take any wick entries here. Can I? Yeah, no, I don't really see any wick entries. I don't really see it. But this is what I want though. This is what I want for a top wick. This is a perfect top wick now. Right, this right here is a perfect top wick. It's now a matter of what are we gonna do? Are we gonna drive down? We're gonna, you know, gonna keep pushing up here. Well, go on. What do you want to do here, price? What do you want to do here? Let's see. Sorry. Yeah, it's a perfect top wick. It's a perfect top wick now. Everything is pretty much aligned. Everything is pretty much aligned here. But oh, look at that close. That's beautiful. You see that closure? No top wick. First thing you do here, make a top wick. If this candle closes bearish, I might get in there. Aguel, how you doing, man? First time on the stream, yeah? Never seen you before. How you doing? You're feeling these GJ cells? Yeah, this is perfect. As much as I would like to take this right now. As much as I would like to take this right now, I'ma just hold off. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on it. Yeah, this is a great candle. This is a great looking candle right here. This is a great looking candle. 515. Yeah. If there was no news, I would have taken this, what's it called? Okay, no, I wouldn't. Yeah, we couldn't take the wick entries because of this level here. Because this is a level of support that you can drive up from, right? You can drive up from this level of support right here. All right, but given that price is rejecting off this level, off this 4-hour level, this is sort of this is our beginning indications that, you know, we have enough to drive down, right? That is the beginning indications that we have enough to drive down. Now I just need a closure below 190.991 here. Yeah, let's see how this 5-minute closes. If we can close below on this 5, I'm in there. Yeah, I take that off rip, to be honest with you, because news is at 9:45, but you know, like I say, news tends to move with price action, right? News tends to move with price action, because like the news at 8:30, this move coming down here, this is a move we would have been involved with this with this candle coming down if we didn't consider news, right? Because the only reason we didn't get in on those entries to play the bottom wick was because we had news coming up in about 5 minutes, right? So this I would be willing to take. The only issue that with this is that your stops are gonna have to be a little bit higher than they should be, really. Because if you're getting into this 2 minutes before news, or 3 or 5 minutes before news, then you want enough room you want enough breathing room, right? Because you might see news spike crazy. You might see that spike crazy. Yeah, but with the way this is forming though, it doesn't look like we're gonna get this entry, so it's probably gonna be a hourly closure thing, right? We're probably gonna be, or not an hourly closure, but at least a 15-minute close. At least a 15-minute close. Damn. Hey, my brother in the chat, I can't promise you it's gonna be a dub, but hey, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, man, if you get anything of value. A loss can be valuable too, you know what I'm saying? That's the good thing about trading. Your value is not just in the wins, it's everywhere, you know, the losses and the wins. Appreciate you. All right, so that 5 minute just closed. Like, I like everything about this 5 minute. The only thing I'm hesitant about is the fact that we have news, right? So I am on a prop firm challenge, so I can't get into a position 3 minutes before or after news, so I'm not going to be getting into a position. Yeah, I mean, I like everything about this candle to drive down. I mean, this 5, we had no top wick here signifying end of the range at this level, right? Then you had a top wick, came back down. Depending on where you're drawing this level, it's almost a fake out. Not really though, but still, right? Because you have this level of resistance up here, right? Almost looks like, yeah, so you're pretty much rejecting from there, similar to this. Closed bearish, opening, no bottom wick. You could have taken the sell right there, to be honest with you. You could have taken the sell right there. And I mean, hey, you could have taken the sell right there. The only problem is, oh man, my fault, yo. The only problem with taking the sells right now is the fact that, one, we have news, right? One, we have news. Two, we still haven't actually closed below 190.991, right? I personally, if there was no news, I think I would have risked it. I would have just risked, you know, because one or two things are gonna happen, right? It's either like price is either gonna push in your direction or against you, right? Yeah, but I think you've built up enough structure coming down where, you know, even if news is gonna drive you up, well, actually no, that's a lie. Yeah, news doesn't care about structure. That's a lie. Yeah, if news is gonna drive you up, you're gonna get fucked. Yeah, I just talked myself out of a position or out of a hypothetical position. Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably safer to wait for news to do its thing first and then get in. I would look to, if we close below 190.991, I'd look to get in immediately, probably maybe even after a 1 minute closer. Well, all you would need is a top wick and then you could take the sells, but right now we're just cooling it. Yeah, let's see how we close in about 2 minutes here. 2 minutes left for a closer. 2 minutes left for a closer. I'm cooling away. Just be sure we anticipating a buy or sell. I'm anticipating a sell. All right, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for, but anything can happen, right? With each candle closer, especially on the higher time frames, price can say something different, right? Because look at the 4 hour. All right, look at the 4 hour. By the way, news is about to drop in about 1 second, so news just dropped right there. But yeah, look at this 4 hour, right? Look at this 4 hour candle, or look at the 4 hour time frame. You see this level here, you see this level at 190.989. You have an instance where price came towards this level, held support, continue to push back up, right? So this is the only thing that's really indicating that price could continue to drive up, right? So if you start to see price maybe close above 191.3, which is this resistance here, you see price close above this resistance on the lower time frame and hold this level as support, you're most likely going to continue to drive up. But where we are currently, you just close below, right? You just close below this level, right? Yes, you're rejecting off this level, but this could just be a temporary pullback, because look at this candle here, right? Look at this candle here. You close below this level, you made a top wick where back to this level, right? And then you continue to push back down, right? So that could be what's forming here. So you need the lower time frame closures to confirm what exactly is going on. I would prefer the hourly, just because I'm sorry, I would prefer the sells, just because that's what we've been doing for, you know, a good part of today. Plus, if we start to sell into these ranges, this is a clean range and this is even cleaner range, right? You see how these candles just shut up, just quick push-ups, right? Just clean. There is no structure here, right? There's no structure in this range. So if you start to fall here, if you start to push down here, yes, you might see some pushback, you might see some rejection at this level. But if you by adventure, you know, eventually close in or below here, this is clean. This is clean range here. I'm not worried about anything over here, right? So we'll see what happens. So this 5 minute just closed. 15 minutes just closed rather. 15 minutes just closed. We closed. Doji still inside this range. This is news now. All right, so we got news that just dropped. Now we're coming down with news. What I'm gonna do, once we get a closure below, I'm gonna take a sell. Once we get a closure below that level, I'm gonna take a sell. In terms of stops, let me see stops. In terms of stops, I would say, so this is a previous hourly. Yeah, you don't need to be up there. Because this is news playing out already. Alright, this is news playing out already. You never came up there, so you might make a steeper top wick to that level. Actually. Yeah, if we don't have a top wick there, I'm gonna have your stops are gonna it's sort of gonna have to be up here, to be honest. Before you close below here, if you're taking a position before you close below this level of support, these are gonna have to be your stops, right? Those are gonna have to be your stops. But the potential here is pretty high. Your potential to drive down here is pretty high, so I'm not too worried about it. Yeah. That's the wrong one. Psych, that's the wrong number. All right, 5 minute about to close. 5 minute is about to close. Let's see how this 5 closes. Yeah, I want to close her below. right, look alive. 5 minutes about to close. Nah, I want a closer below. Give me the closer below. Yeah, if we don't close below, no entries. 191.5, so at least not for me. 191.5. Okay, so no closure below. Does that mean we're not gonna drive down? No. All right, because this, look at the 15 is still active, right? 15 is still active, right? Yeah, 15 is still active. 30-minute is still active, right? So yeah, it's still keep on your toes, right? Keep on your toes. Just because this 5 minute didn't close below doesn't mean we're not gonna drive. But in terms of the entry, I needed a closure below for the entry. Let's see what happens there. Now we got news at 10 as well. We got news at 10 o'clock as well. Keep that in mind as well. We got news at 10 as well. Yeah, I really hope we can get this positions here. The most ideal, to be honest, at this point, I would actually take a wick entry. I would actually take a wick entry if we came up to this level here. So let me see, what is this on the hourly? So that's this highs, yeah. Delete this. I bet. All right, let's see. Let's see. 3 minutes left for a 5 closer. So once this 5 closes, even if we close below, yeah, close below, why wouldn't you, right? Why wouldn't you drive through? Let's see what happens here. So we're not in any positions yet. Not in any positions yet. We just need these entries to play out. 5:15. Crypto withdrawal. How long you been trading, man? Mr. Israel. Three years. That's what's up. I've been trading for about 3 years as well. Just, well, when people ask me how long I've been trading, I usually just tell them a year, just because the 2 years I was trading before, before the last year and intermediate, yeah, I would consider myself a break-even trader at best. If you give me an account, I can more or less guarantee that I can keep it at break-even. You know what I mean? But the profits have not yeah, they're not where they need to be. Yeah, man, it's a work in progress though, it's a work in progress. And hey, if at the end of the day I just wasted my time, it wasn't a bad thing to waste my time on, to be honest. It's never a waste, really, because trade, the psychology that you got to learn with trading, it carries over to a lot of other things, so it's not really a waste. Yes, sir. Yeah, all right. 5 minute about to close. Let's see. So GJ likes to do this thing where it'll make the move. It'll make the entry for the move like seconds before, you know, the candle closure. So let's see if it does that here. All right. So I mean, I like the closure. I do like the closure. I just don't want to see this happen. I don't want to see this happen right here. Hello. Yeah, I don't want to see this. This is what I don't want to see. I don't want to see a push like just like one clean push down now. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Yeah, because we don't have entries right now, so we're gonna have to wait for the hourly close and news as well. If somehow news can do something like this, if news can move price like this, come up first, tap this, close like this, we're in there off rip. We're in there off rip. And then we can actually move our stops lower. We in there off rip. Yeah, this would be the most ideal. All right, most ideal. So if this 10 now, if we can come close somewhere, well, this is not really it. Hello, 1 second. 1 second. If we can do something like this, if we can push down, right, like we're doing right now, but not all the way, this is, hey, I don't like how that just jumped. But yeah, if we can come down, close somewhere inside this range, right, if news can then push us up to create a top wick at this level, once we start coming back down, we take our sales right there off rip. We in there. Or actually, if news can push us up, right, and then the first 5 minute candle, now we have a top to this level, we close below here, we take those sales right there, and this could just melt. All right, we could just start to melt. So your BE point would be somewhere around here. That would be your, but I wouldn't go BE. I'd probably move my stops to this hourly high, right? So your quote unquote BE point would be right here, and then TP1 probably around here, probably 189.5. Because this is clean range. You have no structure here. There is no structure here. This is clean range. All right, let's see what happens. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left for news. 2 minutes left for news. Everything about this is saying sells. We just need a good closer and a good entry. We just need a good closure and a good entry. To be honest with you, even if we close it, well, if we close respecting on this hourly, but news still brings us up to make that top wick, and we close below on the 5, I'll still take the sells. It's just you're less likely to drive down now, right? You're less likely to, you know, drive into this range right here and kill this range. So yeah, I mean, if you take it based off of that, you might want to close some position, or you might want to take out some profits at this level here, as opposed to just going BE. But yeah, 1 minute left. Let's see. Let me make sure my level is decent here. Yeah, that's a decent level, right? Yeah, it's decent. Don't only war. Future is gone. Model. All right, cool. So that's a perfect closer right there. That's what we want. Ooh, and a perfect top. If you can take a sell, to be honest with you, well, this is news. If there was no news, I would say you could take the wick entry, but I'd say wait for the flip of this candle. I can't really take a sell because I'm on what's it called? I'm on a challenge, and for the challenge you can't take a position 2 minutes, or is it 2 or 3 minutes? Yeah, I think it's like 3 minutes before or after news. So I'm gonna have to wait here. I'm gonna have to wait. So look at this hourly candle. Oh yeah, that's something, huh? That is something. Okay, let me see. All right, so you had this level here, and you had this level here, right? Okay, in terms of a wick entry, yes. Might as well put it up here. Give it some room to breathe right there. Yep. I bet. Say less. All right. So a couple of ways we can get into this position. Couple of ways I'm looking to get into the position. All right. Always go with your line of thinking, right? But now at this point, if you flip on this candle, doesn't make sense to come back. So if I'm taking the flip of this candle, my stops or whatever high this makes, that's my stops, right? So because if you actually want to drive down here, you're not gonna flip and then start to come back up, right? You're not gonna do that. The only reason you would do that is if we're incorrect and you're actually trying to drive up, right? But now you've closed below this level on the hourly as well. Now that we've closed below that level on the hourly as well, I'm gonna look to take one of two positions here. It's either we flip here or we come up without flipping. We come up towards 191.868, and I'm gonna take the sells from that level. Okay, so the first 5-minute candle is about to close. That's the weekly to tap into, and I can't get behind that. Nope, I do not believe you're gonna drive past that. Nothing is telling me. All right, cool. Alright, let's see what happens here. Let us see what happens. Yeah. Perfect closure here would be no top wick on this candle. If this 5 could close without a top wick, that would be perfect. I would say this move here is the safest. This move right here is the safest. So if you're not willing to, if this one doesn't make sense to you, I would say just stay out of this. But this move right here would be the safest. But just based off of how I trade, this also makes sense to me. So If we get up there, I'm gonna be in those cells. So wick entries at that level. To be honest, this are actually good. This would be a good actually yeah, I'm gonna, let me see, how did this 5 just close? Did the 5 just close? Yeah, if we flip on this candle, I'm gonna take my first entry. If we flip on this candle, or if we get up here. Yeah, so I'm trying to be quick. I don't know why this is so slow today. All right, cool. So if I take this entry from this level, I'm gonna enter with partial risk. So I'm not gonna get in with full risk. If we take the flip, same thing, I'm gonna get in with partial risk. So 1 second. Oof, I'm trying to get ready here, bruh. Change, man. There you go. There you go. There you go. What is that? 192.514. All right, let's see. Let us see here. 514, and then you have 191.864, 191. That's 192.4. All right, you're now around those areas. I'm gonna take my first position right there. I'm gonna take my first sell position right there. Which is basically, so that's basically this right here. So we just took a position right here. And stops, my stops are at 192.5, yeah, 192.5 ish, around here. Okay, so if this candle flips, that's great. If we don't flip, we might continue to push up here. It is what it is, right? So here we got in with partial risk, just in case if we continue to push up here, I'll get in another position once we tap these levels up here. How much pips is that? 1 second. That's about 20 pips difference. Yeah, about a 20 pip difference. So yeah, so we're in this position now. We are in this position now. So this one is pretty much out of the equation here. The only reason we would take this now, the only reason we would take the flip of the hourly now is if we got stopped out. So if this current position got stopped out, right? If we hit stops on the current position and we ended up driving down still to flip on this hourly, then we would actually, we would actually get involved with the flip. But for now we'll see. We'll wait and see. So this 5 minutes about to close. 5 minutes about to close. We're still closing bullish. We're not flipping yet. All right, doesn't really mean anything. But as soon as you flip on this 5, well, not flip on the 5, but as soon as you have a bottom wick for this 5, you wanna go break even at the least. At the least, you wanna go break even. Let's see what happens here. Okay. Well, now that you're okay, now that you close like this, I don't see why you wouldn't tap into that level of support, right? Even if you're gonna drive up, right? Even if this move isn't actually gonna give you anything, I don't see why you wouldn't now tap into this level of support, right? Because you're already here, right? Now that you're closing like this, there's no reason why you shouldn't tap this. So at the very least, I think you should be, this trade is at the very least gonna be a break even. Okay, right there, we're gonna go BE. We're gonna move to BE right there, because at this point, price can just shoot up, right? Price can do whatever, like price can do whatever at this point, right? I mean, if you're good with your profits, you can close the position, but I do think you are gonna drive down here. We'll see how the 15-minute closes, and if we don't really like the close, we'll look to manage. But for now, 191.721. For now, I'm gonna move my stops to BE. Well, not to BE actually. I'm gonna move my stops to these highs up here. I mean, give or take, it's BE, right? It's more or less BE, but price sometimes does this thing where it'll come up like a few pips off of BE. Right, it'll come up a few pips off of BE and then still drive in your direction, type of thing. So I like to just I like to give it a little bit of room to breathe sometimes. Yeah, there you go. But essentially, we are BE. We are at BE essentially. So yeah, that's the position. That's the position. Let's see how this plays out now. That is the position. Cool. Y'all get that position as well or no? I have a small account. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, I see what you mean. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you don't really, yeah, you can just go BE. You don't really need to give it breathing space. You can just go BE. Because in reality, right? In reality, if this move is gonna play out, if you're actually trying to come down here, there is no feasible reason I can think of why you need to retest these highs, because our entries are really good. Right, so our entries are right at these highs, basically, right? Our entries are pretty much at that level of rejection, or at that point of rejection. So if you're actually moving towards flipping on this hourly and driving down, I don't really see a reason to come back up like that, right? Yeah, so yeah, at this point, it's just about waiting and managing the position as needed. So now that you've come back to this level of support, right, this is gonna tell you what Wagwan. This first 15-minute closure is gonna really tell you what might happen here. If you close above 191.488, I would suggest you take out profits or close the full position, right? If you close above 191.48, so this level here, you close above, I'd suggest you take out something or close everything, right? And hey, it's not bad. I mean, this is 30 pips, right? It's not bad, is it? So like, yeah, if you close above, I'd suggest you do close something or close everything. If you close in between these two, really it's up to you, right? Really it's up to you. It depends on how you're feeling, right? Because you have this level that can drive you down over here, but you also have this level of support that you can use to push up, right? And that might tap into your BE level, right? That might tap into your BE. But yeah, if we close inside this range, I'm just gonna move my stops fully to BE, right? I'm not gonna put it up here anymore. I'll just move it fully to BE. No point in losing like 2 pips or whatever. This is well, I guess it is 10 pips, huh? Yeah, so no point in losing 10 pips for, you know, for nothing, right? So but if you close below, then you're chilling. You close below, you're driving down. There's no point. There's really no reason to come back up. All right, so we closed in the range, so I'm just gonna move my stops fully to BE. Let me look at the 5 now. Yeah, I'm just gonna move my stops fully to BE. If we drive, we drive. If not, c'est la vie, right? C'est la vie. If this was my actual account, I would close partials right here. Most likely, right? I'll close partials right here because again, this is 30 pips. We're about 30 pips in, 40 pips actually. We're 40 pips in profit right now. All right, so if this was my actual account, I would have closed, you know, closed my 40 pips right there. But I am on a challenge, so I am trying to make the most of every single position, you know what I mean? Trying to make the most of all the positions I get. So yeah, I'm pretty much gonna just see how far this can run. Gonna see how far this can run. Like I said though, if you do close below, where is it? Where is it? Yeah, if you do close below 190.624, the rest of this is clean range. You got clean range to come down here. All right, the rest of that is clean range to come down, but yeah, you have this level to contend with. So once you tap into this level, I'll close. I mean, this is 100 pips right here, right? Yeah, it's about 100 pips. So yeah, I'll probably close the full position right here, to be fair. Yeah, I'll probably close the full position right here, and then hey, if we drive, we drive, I guess. We drive. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. That was a decent trade though, no? Hey, if you took that trade, leave a like, subscribe, you know what I mean? Let me see, how do I do this again? Is it F10? I think it's F10. Nope. F9. There you go. All right, so yeah, we're just gonna chill out on stream. That's what's up. And profit is where we want to be. So I'm just gonna let this rock, and you know, you want to actively monitor this trade, really, right? You want to see how the 30 closes and all of that, right? Because just because we're driving down now does not mean we're gonna flip. That does not guarantee we're gonna flip and fill this range. The way this hourly closed though, it's a good bet, right? It's a good bet to have that you are actually gonna, you know, drive down here. It's a good bet to have, but hey, fakeouts happen, right? Fakeouts happen. So if you end up not flipping here, it is what it is, right? Take it like that. Just gonna have to take it like that. But yeah, I'm just gonna move my stops to fully BE right now, just so I don't lose anything on this trade. TP, I'm gonna set my TP at 188.6. 188.6. How much is that? How much is 188.6? You're lying. What? Oh no. Oh, I was about to say, nah, not 188.6. My fault. Oh my god, I was like, what? You're lying. That's full TPs. Yeah, 190.6. 190.6. There you go. That makes more sense. Huh. I set the TP and I saw the profit was like $400. I was like, what? That's the full account. I just passed the challenge right there. You know what I mean? Yeah, nah. Unfortunately, don't work like that, unfortunately. Okay. 9.6. All right, yo. Again, keep on managing the position. All right. Watch out for the 15 close, 30 close, all of that. Yeah, just watch out for all that, because I mean, if you look at the 15 now, hold up, let me show y'all the 15. How do I do this? F10. Yep. So if you look at this 15 now, what does this 15 look like? 15 looks like what? It looks like it looks like you're trying to hold support here, right? To drive up. Now you have this wick to drive up through, right? So if you hold support right here, what's to say the next 15 isn't gonna drive up, right? So pay attention to your 15 closure, to your 30 closure, and all that good stuff. To be honest, if we don't close below on this 15, I will probably, well, I wouldn't close the position, but I'll wait for price to sort of make a top wick and flip bearish, and then I'll move my stops a little bit more into profit, right? But if in the course of making that top wick we get stopped out at break even, then hey, c'est la vie, innit? C'est la vie. C'est la vie, c'est la vie. But yeah, man, let's see. Once we flip on this hourly, anything can happen. You don't actually have to kill that range. It's clean range, but you don't actually have to kill it, right? Because once we flip, you could literally just flip and start flying back up immediately, right? But I mean, there's nothing here, right? There's literally nothing here. So think of it as you just threw up a hammer, right? You just throw up a hammer, it hit the ceiling, and now where's it gonna stop, right? It's most likely gonna stop, you know. That's a bad analogy I just had. That's a terrible analogy, but you get what I mean, right? You falling, you have all this volume coming down. What's gonna stop all this volume? It's gonna be a level, right? There's gonna have to be some type of structure to stop this volume. There is no structure here. This is just free fall right here. So yeah, man, let's see what happens. But hey, if you're on your actual account, close something. Take some type of profit, all right? Because at this point, this is greed. This is greed, because we're at 70 pips up. This is about 70 pips in, so take something. But yeah, man, hey, y'all vibe out. I'll be back for the 30-minute close to see Wagwan. If we close below, I'm gonna hold it. Sadly, I'm not gonna be able to stay on stream, so you know, wherever that profit is, I'm gonna count this as a dub. I don't care. You know what I mean, I'm gonna count this as a dub. Yeah, if we can't close out the position on stream, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna count it as a dub, because as soon as the 30 closes below, I'm gonna move my stops a little bit in profit, so it's gonna be a dub regardless. Just the pip count might be different, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, hey, vibe out for the next 6 minutes. Yeah, vibe out for the next 6 minutes, and I'll be back. If we hit BE in the next 6 minutes, it is what it is, man. On to the next one, I guess. All right, vibe out. All right, 40 seconds left for this close. 40 seconds left for this close. Let's see Wagwan. Let us see Wagwan. About to flip. Hourly by the flip. 30-minute by the close. Couple seconds. And are we closing below or above? Closing below. Nope, maybe we're closing above. I don't know. Okay, so interesting. So yeah, once we flip, so we just flipped right there. I'm gonna move my stops. Well, not yet. Not yet. Well, I'm gonna move my stops a little bit in profit, of course, but yeah, I don't. Let me see. Let me see how the first 5-minute closes. Let me see how this first 5-minute closes, and then yeah, 5 minutes there, 15. See the 1. See the 1 as well. Yeah, if we close bearish below, if we close below this sort of small support you have here on the minute, I'll move my stops to the highs of this 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, so still doji. Okay, still doji. Again, you really should close the position or take out some type of profit right now. If you're on the normal account, you should take out some type of profit. I'm just being stubborn. I'm trying to milk this for as much as I can, really. I'm just trying to milk this for as much as I can. I hate that sound so much. The dreaded Outlook email sound. I hate that sound so much. Give me PTSD, man. PTSD, bruh. Okay. All right, coming down. Yeah, I don't like how that's forming on the minute. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that at all. So bird in hand. Let's see what this minute does. 30-minute. So keep in mind, I'm just being impatient, right? This is the minute time frame, so this doesn't mean anything crazy. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't really mean anything crazy. It is the minute time frame. But I'm just trying to, I'm trying to get off. I'm trying to get off. All right, full TPs are how much? What's full TPs here? 158. So that's a potential $60 I might just leave on the table. So 30 closed the way 30 closed, right? Yeah, so we're coming up to a 5-minute closure. Let's see how this 5 closes, and then yeah, I'll either manage the position by moving my stops towards these highs, right? I'll either manage by moving my stops towards these highs, or I'm just gonna close the position. So final minute of the 5 minute. Let's see if this If this 5 minute can flip bearish, fuego. That would be fuego. That would be fuego. Hasta la fuego. And actually, this hourly actually hasn't even, well, on my terminal, the hourly has a bottom wick. On TradingView, it doesn't. On TradingView, that hourly still has no bottom wick. All right, this 5 minute is about to close in a few seconds here. 5 minute about to close in a few seconds. If we don't close below, did it just close? 5 minute just closed. All right, I'm gonna close the position right there. Close the full position right there. Whether we drive down or not, I really don't care. We got our positions for the day. C'est la vie, c'est la vie. Boom. I bet we're back in the win column. We are back in the win column. Can I get a W in the chat? Get a W in the chat. Alright, trades taken, GJ. We got GJ, and that was about, give or take, 80 pips. Alright. Give or take 80 pips. Hey, there's no way that was 80 pips. How much? What was my lot size? What was my lot size? 0.21? And 80 pips gave me $86? Hell no. What are you talking about? 191.721. It's like 62 pips. 62 pips. 62 pips. Okay. That makes more sense. Yeah. So got about 62 pips on that one. 62 pips, not bad. So that brings our record to 58. And the monthly record, we got 1 win under our belt. I bet. Alright, y'all. That's pretty much it for me. If y'all enjoyed that trade, you took the trade, you liked the analysis on the trade, you know, whatever part of the trade you liked or you didn't like, you know what I'm saying? Hit that like, subscribe, tell your friends. I mean, we don't always win, but when we do, it's pretty decent, you know what I mean? By the grace of God, you know what I mean? But yeah, appreciate y'all for tuning in though. Well, if you're still in the chat, appreciate you for keeping me company today. And yeah, man, see y'all. We're back again tomorrow, same time, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. That's 1:30 p.m. West African time. With that being said, though, peace.